If you have ever had a friend that you have been hanging out with, you had a great time together. I like to call them the one-off friend. Like you don't have any sort of regular rhythm together, like a Pilates class or church, or your kids go to the same school and you see each other at drop off. If it's somebody you met once and you went, hey, let's get coffee, and you guys have coffee and have a great time, and now you don't know how in the world you're going to hang out next, let's talk about the simple hack you can do to keep the momentum going on that friendship. So, welcome to Coffee and Connections. Today, I'll be honest, I'm betraying you. It's a caffeine-free Diet Coke sort of an afternoon, not a coffee, but grab your coffee. Let's start talking about how you can make these friendships work. This works with any type of friendship, but as I said, I just think it works really well with the one where you don't have a regular rhythm to see each other again. So maybe it's somebody that you met at a conference and you do a Zoom call together and you had a great Zoom. You're like, we should Zoom again. That works too. It doesn't have to even be somebody in your area, but here's the hack. It's so simple, but some of us don't do it. At the end of hanging out, you are going to bust out the phone and you are going to make plans to hang out again. Even if it's 3 months from now, you're going to do it. There's been jokes on the internet around this of how like women now, if you're over the age of 25 and you're a woman, you now have friends that you see once and then you go, okay, when can you meet again? And it's 3 months from now. So this is why we do this. We're busy people. We have a hard time seeing each other. So at the end of hanging out, you're going to go, this was really fun. Let's not let, a year go by. When are you free to get coffee again? Or when is a time that would work for you to hang out again? And get out your phone and go, let's just plan it right now. Here's why this is great. Number one, to me, it's a productivity hack. This goes in like the GTD category of I don't need that open loop going. We meet, we have fun, and then I have to go home and go, oh yeah, we should do it again. Oh yeah, I need to message her. Oh, I got to plan another time. Like we're there, we're in the moment, use the momentum. Your phone is with you, which I know has your calendar on it. Just get it out and make the plan right then. It can always adapt, it can always change, but it's easier right then in the moment. So that is number one. The other reason it's good is because we live in a world where social muscles are atrophying, we are having social avoidance because people don't know what to do. And so it's going to be helpful to put this out there in the moment. You are actually like helping them breathe the sigh of relief of, oh, okay, good. We're just going to figure it out. I don't have to go home and stress over, did they like me? Did they have a good time? Do I need to reach out? Just be the initiator and ask. Now, I'm going to give you some caveats on, do we do this all the time? You don't want to be the one planning constantly. Somebody else can do it. Totally understand. We will get to that. This to me is best for that person that you clearly both had a great time. I met someone once that it took us forever to figure out how to meet. We met for dinner. We had the greatest time that we joked. We said, this is like the greatest first date I've ever been on. It's a friend date, but this is the greatest first date. We just hit it off, but we didn't live near each other. We met at a random event. I think we hung out one more time. We live far. I know I said we didn't live near each other. We lived pretty far from each other. It just didn't work. Where I wonder if I had said, hey, let's get something on the calendar now, or let's see if we can at least Zoom sometime soon. Would that friendship have developed? I don't know. But it's that kind of relationship or that kind of when you're doing this, I know there's some fear of, oh, what if they feel pressured? What if they say no? We can give them an out. You can say it in a way of, do you want to put a placeholder in? Should we put something on the calendar just to see if we can get it going? They can always go, oh, I'm so busy. I have to check my calendar at home that's got everybody's info on it. People have different systems. So you're giving them an out, but it does help to at least try in the moment. I also think, so I'm looking at my notes because one of the things that came up as an option of how to do this was like, don't do it in the moment, do it later that day and go, hey, had a great time hanging out. Let's do it again. Does next Friday work for you? And to me, that feels a little too like what you do on a date. That would actually feel like more pressure to me than at the end of the Zoom call, at the end of hanging out and getting coffee, you go, this was really fun. Do you want to do it again next month? Yeah, let's get our phones out and do it now. That actually feels like less pressure to me. You can put in the comments if you feel differently. Let's chat about it. I would love to hear. And I would say this works great for groups too. If you had a group that got together and had a great time, y'all sit there and figure it out. Again, it might be 6 months from now. Everybody's schedule is crazy. You need to be the initiator, right? We're going to be the villager we want in our lives and say, hey, you guys, this was really fun. We need to do it again. And we know life gets crazy. Let's get out our calendars now. Let's put it in our calendar. People will do it. And again, they're going to go, oh, thank God it happened. Okay, good. It's on the calendar. It's just easier in that moment. I know the biggest one is people go, ooh, I'm afraid I'm going to seem pushy. I don't want to seem pushy. You're not being pushy. We got to reframe that. You are just eliminating the exhausting back and forth. Okay. So you are getting out the phone and let's give a time, right? You get out the phone and you go, let's do coffee again. 2 weeks on Friday, I'm open at 10. Do you want it? Are you free for that? And if they say no, then go, okay, is there a time that works for you? And if a couple minutes go by and you guys truly can't figure it out, that's okay. Then we let it go. Then we go, oh, you know what? Let's go home and look at our schedules, but I will send you a few more dates tomorrow. Okay, great. But at least we got the ball rolling, but you are not being pushy. They can always say, oh, I got to go check my calendar. If you're like, oh, they're a person that their schedule is chaos, you can say, do you want to just put a hold on a time? I totally understand things might come up for you. That's fine. Great. And then what if you forgot? What if you're like, oh my gosh, Cassandra, this is amazing advice. I should go do it. I'm going to do it next time I get coffee with someone. And you go get coffee and you drive away and you go, wait, why didn't I do it? Then I think it's okay to message later in the day and go, oh, hey, had a great time. And I meant to ask you at the end, I know life gets crazy. Do you want to try and do this again next month? Do you want to get a date on the calendar now? Here are some dates that work for me. They can ignore it. They can offer a different date, or most likely they're going to go, yes, great idea. Let's do it. So what if you were always the initiator and you're tired of this? I do think this is something you do the first couple of times. You're going to build the habit. You're going to lead by example. And then after a while, if you've hung out for the fourth time and they always say yes, but they never invite you to anything, you've almost taught them you will, don't do it that time. Let them come to you. Okay. There is a point where we have to back off and go, is this friendship going to stay? Is this person going to be interested in talking to me again? You got to back off, let them come to you. So I am not saying we do this every single time in a relationship for the rest of time. You can definitely let go at a certain point and let them take the chance. Okay. Other things, what if they always cancel? Well, then we don't do this anymore. If there is somebody that you keep trying to make plans with and like they say yes in the moment and then they cancel every single time, we can let that go. Let me put it this way. If that drives you crazy the way it drives me crazy, you can let that go. You just need to start with one. And then I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. Let's see what else is out there. And then again, you can do this with new people at work, or honestly, it works really well if you're the new person at work. If you go out to lunch with people and they say, and you guys had a great time, you can ask at the end, so do you guys eat lunch together a lot? Or is this just like a new person's here, let's go take them to lunch? They'll let you know. And then you can say, well, would it be helpful to get something on the calendar? Now you're a leader. Okay. Again, though, I totally understand this doesn't work in every situation. I do not do this with every relationship I have, but it is very helpful with the one-off person that you hit it off with. I've had Zoom calls with people that are in the business world that I go, oh my gosh, this was so great. We should do it again. Do you want to do like a catch up 3 months from now or 6 months from now? Really, it doesn't have to be next week. Now, if it's someone you're trying to build a friendship with and they live down the street from you, something like that, do it now. Say, great, let's get together in 2 weeks. How does that sound? Like, you want to get coffee again? And they can say yes or no. I promise you, it's worth being brave and trying it. If you want something different than what you have right now, we have to try something different than what we've been doing. So be brave and try it. And with that, I would just say, challenge yourself to this sometime in the next week. The next time you hang out with someone, see how it goes. If you had a great time, ask them to do it again. We have to be initiators. We have to be inviters. We have to go first, y'all. So go out there and try it. Come back here in the comments. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any other questions about this sort of topic of friendships, relationships, etc. Remember, this one totally works in like personal friendships, but also with colleagues, with client relationships, etc. This is a common practice in a sales call to be like, okay, and let's get the next call on the books if you've got a long sales window. So keep that in mind. Let me know what else you'd love to talk about, and I will see you next time. Bye.